about yourself. Where are you from? Are you from Moscow?
Yes. Now I live in Moscow, but actually I'm from Ukraine. I was born in Mariupol, it's Donetsk Oblast. I graduated from university in Kiev, and 3 years ago, maybe a bit less, I moved to Moscow. So I graduated from university as actress of puppet theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Cool. If you have kids, I can invite you for some performance.
I live in St. Petersburg, and right now, for a couple of months, we moved to Crimea, or maybe more. We don't know yet. We don't have a return ticket, and Crimea, Loka knows that for sure. If you go to Crimea without return ticket, you don't know when you come back.
Yeah, maybe it's true. I'm going to St. Petersburg, I think, in couple of days on Monday, because I wanted to visit theatrical laboratory. You have theater, I think maybe you know about this, Carlson House.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very good theater. They have a lot of performances for children and for adults. And they make now they make second year like theatrical laboratory of figurative theater. It's
what's that?
Figurative theater. It's something like puppet theater, but it's consists not just so we will work not just with puppets. But with different, with everything, you know, these different objects, with bodies. So it's like, if you know how to say, I don't know, it's more theater of artists, maybe, like, I don't know how to explain exactly.
It's like mix of everything.
Yeah. It's like mix of everything, but the main thing in the figurative theater is the object, and the object could be like an object could be everything. It could be puppet. It could be anything. It could be book, table. I don't know, chair. So picture.
I see. Tanya, I think I remembered you now. You have participated before in the speaking club, right?
Yeah, I participated once.
Is expecting a child, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I remembered you. I told you I remember your face. I was like, I remember the face exactly on your profile picture. That's why I was like, who is this girl? Okay. Well, nice to meet you again, and it's very interesting project you're talking about. We already know Loka, who is our mastermind, and today topic. I'm so sad that there's just 3 of us. It's really sad, because you know it's so much fun when there are a lot of people, and to have a little discussion with everyone is much more interesting. But we will try to do what we can. So today's topic is innovation. And my first question, whether you watched the video.
Yes.
That was sent long time before.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good girls.
Good girls, good students. Yeah. You know why? Because the video was short.
Yeah, sure. But, you know, it's one of the reasons, and it was very interesting, because seriously, how it's possible to shop this way. So how do you think? What do you think about this way of shopping, for food shopping? What can you say about that?
I think, you know, I think it's interesting, but you know, I'm not sure that this one for me, because I like to touch things, to, I don't know, to explore things.
So you need this tactile contact with something. So you still a little bit you're not ready for innovation, for this type of innovation.
Yeah, I think, but I think I understand why it's so popular, and I think for very busy people it could be very useful. Yeah, and sometimes, especially even for me, I know that if I have times then I'm very busy, or then I don't know, can't go out because I'm ill or something, something like that. It's very convenient to use online shopping.
But it's not really even online shopping. It's like you go to the subway, and then in the subway there is I don't know, a screen, and you like a shop in a screen, and it's like online shopping, and at the same time it's not online shopping in your house. It's online shopping somewhere else. To me, it's like crazy.
But
and,
as I understood, it looks like more advertising, you know, because you, for example, in metro, and you see like you can't click all this stuff, or look, you can just use your phone to order this stuff. So it looks like more poster. Cool.
No, it's not a real product, but you need to copy the QR code, pay for it, as far as I understand. But still, even that, it's really strange for me. But I'm not a big fan of online shopping as well. But do you think this innovative idea could be successfully applied in all countries? For example, in Russia. Okay, let's talk about Russia. Do you think it's possible?
I'm not sure that it's possible, but for now, maybe later, maybe, I don't know, in 5 years or couple years, it could be popular. But now, not many people. A lot of people use cell phones and everything, but not many people. And I can see it where then I wanted to buy, for example, a ticket, and I understand that not so many people use online online buying tickets for the trains, for example, because they like to stay in lines.
No, but well, I think right now a lot of people do that, they buy tickets online.
One thing, another thing is very weird for me. That is one, these 3 years, because I'm an actress, I don't need to work in Russia officially, so that's why I didn't make all documents to be here legally. It's my mistake.
Because you have Ukrainian citizenship, and that's why, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and now I do all this stuff, and it's not easy, but you can make appointment online, and just one day appointment to bring your documents, to everything. One day a week they have free line without online appointment, so everyone could come. And a lot of people, they spend in lines for 3-4 hours, but they don't use internet.
We shouldn't go very far. For an example, well, especially in my surroundings right now, we rent a room in a place called Mysavoy. It's a small village at Cape Kazantip, and the owners of this house, a young lady and her mother. And yesterday her mother said, I need to pay for something, and her daughter said, well, I will pay online. She's like, no, I will go to the bank, or I will go to some social service, and I will pay there. She's like, Mom, you will stay in line, you will spend a lot of time, why you should go, stay at home, etc. She said, no, anyway, I will go. She went there. The number in line was 100. Okay, So of course she didn't pay. She spent like she spent like 2 or 3 hours in line. Then she said, okay, maybe I should go home. And yes, so
yeah, so I'm not sure that I'm not sure that it will be very popular in the next 2 years. Really, not many people in Russia have, I don't know, foreign passports. So
we are talking about older generation, right? Because young generation, they have a tendency, they have a trend to use more online services, right? So like they have more.
But what can I tell? That as I know, for example, in the United States and some different countries, there are a problem with malls because they're not popular as they were, I don't know, 7 years ago, because everyone use Amazon and online shopping.
eBay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, okay, look, why are you so silent? Tanya and I, we are talking, and I'm still waiting for you to, to add something, and then silence, silence, silence. So, what do you think about this online shopping? Well, and do you think this kind of idea could be successfully applied in Russia?
Well, I think if that idea of online shopping, as it was in Korea, really helps people to solve their problems and to not to waste their time, that's a great idea. Any idea that really helps people is a great one, I think. But I don't believe in that it can be successfully work in our country, because I don't think that we have the same problem as the Korean do, because
what problem?
Because they don't have time. They don't have time to buy products, to buy food, or they have time.
No, sometimes. So you think that people in Moscow, they have plenty of time? They don't.
But I think they have more time because they work less. Really. Koreans work very hard. Work much harder than Russian people. I'm sure of it. So
I didn't think. I thought it's like internationally that people work from 9 till 6 and that's it. And okay,
no,
I
I
think
don't.
that Koreans work.
I think they work harder, yeah. And of course, and besides, in that video, they said that they have problems with this. How should I say? Buying stuff.
Innovation,
buying stuff, because all the Koreans have special days when they go to supermarkets and buy food, and so there are a lot of people there, very long lines, and they have to waste a lot of time in queue.
In a line.
Okay. So
line is easier.
Yeah, and I don't think that we have the same problem here in Moscow, for example. We don't have
Really? You don't think so? But because I think that during the week, for example, people, they don't go shopping in general, and the major shopping is done at the weekend. So usually if you go on Saturday or Sunday, it's crazy. Crazy supermarket, where I live, for example. So I guess that's the same problem as in South Korea.
But you know what? I don't go to supermarkets on weekends. I prefer to
because
buy
you have
something.
flexibility. I go shopping at night, at night. That's my favorite time. At 11 or 12 when my children are asleep and I can, go shopping. It's my vacation time.
Well, I don't go at night. Well, I just go and buy something that I need. I almost don't buy, big, a lot of things at once. I do it very, very rarely. In that case, I just buy it online. There is a lot.
So you actually use. online shopping,
Yeah,
online food shopping. So you
yeah, yeah.
would be the one who would use this service. So you, the potential customer of this service. For example, you go.
Potential, but I don't like to be, you know, on the street and think about what I need. I'd prefer to stay at home to look what I have
Yes. Okay.
at home at shelves at my fridge, and to decide, okay, I need this, and then I just calmly sit down in front of my computer and make an order without any rush and being in a hurry and in the street. On the streets, I don't like that idea, you know.
Okay, I see. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I never experienced online shopping. Okay, never ever in my life. I never shopped online. I mean, food shopping. Shopped for clothes. I shopped for shoes. Actually, for shoes, it was a total failure. And I shopped also for, well, I wouldn't call it shopping. I ordered some takeaway food. Wok, pizza, you know, something like that.
You know, I bought many times in Utkanos. If you know, there's
Yes, I know.
such an online company, and I like it a lot. And well, there are only maybe two types of products that I don't buy online. It is fresh, something fresh, like fresh vegetables or fresh fruits, because of course you need to see them when you buy
Yes.
them. But sometimes I order some fruits that I know that they are good in Utkanos. For example, some oranges or bananas.
Bananas, yes.
Yeah, in general, they are good, really good.
I see. Okay,
But
interesting.
what?
I think Utkanos was one of the first actually online food shopping internet.
And actually, I don't know any other. I know on Utkanos.
I remember like a few years ago, I had the project. I worked with retail companies, and Utkanos was one of them. Actually, I talked to director of Utkanos. I remember I was surprised that there is online service like that, but he was it was successful even long time ago as well. So it was pretty successful. Interesting.
And so
Well,
I bought all the rest. For example, milk, water, yogurts, and what else? Some porridges and muesli and anything else that is not fresh. You can buy there, and it's because, for example, when I
how much is it more? Is it more expensive? Like a lot more expensive than you buy it in a supermarket, or you don't know?
It is not a lot more expensive, but it saves a lot of your time. And in my case, especially in my case, it saves me because when I was living on the fourth floor without the elevator, you just can imagine how hard it was for me to buy milk, 2 kilos of tomatoes, 3 kilos of oranges, and some yogurts, and to take all that stuff by steps to the fourth floor.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, so that was why I turned to online shop.
I tried once. I was ill, so I can't go out because I'm not usually. You know, I'm not. I don't often eat at home. But I can't go out because I have to lie at home. So I tried. There is a service, Elementaria. And they bring to you 10 kilos of food, and they have recipes how to cook this food. So and everything is usually it's already like separate on pieces. and cut it.
Cleaned and cut.
Cleaned and cut. So you just have to spend, I don't know, 10 or 20, maximum 20 minutes for cooking some dish, and you know, it's very convenient. So especially, I don't know, for me it was convenient because I wanted to eat something interesting, yes, something, I don't know, and fresh, and don't spend much time for cooking, and so it was nice, and they have very good service. So they call you, they speak with you, and very how to tell, как-то no, внимательные. So they very what
Attentive.
Attentive, yes. So, and you can order different food if you have I don't know, any problems with some food, I don't know, with honey or something else, eggs. So they will make especially for you, like this menu.
I heard about services like that. They give you the products for your dinner or lunch.
Yeah.
Takes you very short time to cook.
Yeah. But for me it was not interesting after, because for me there are a lot of food, you know, and all this there was left food for one dish. I'm talking, so, and it was crazy because it was rotting in my fridge.
So they brought you. They brought a lot of food. Too much.
Yes, for me it was a lot of food. Maybe for somebody it's okay, because and they tell these portions, they were just for one person. My husband eats just in morning at home, so breakfast. So it was a lot of food for me. And I hate when something is rotten. And I don't know. I always think that it's so like wasting of food.
Yeah, I hate it too. I don't know. I think it comes from our child.
Yeah, I think too.
Wait, Tanya, do you have headphones?
What?
Do you have headphones? Because I hear myself and I hear talking at the same time.
I can use them. No,
Yeah,
I don't use them, but I can apply them.
Yeah, if you can, please do it. But I hear myself every time.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, yes, great. Because I thought, what happened? I didn't understand what happened, because before everything was fine, and right now, and after that, all of a sudden, I heard Loka myself. It was like echoing all the time. Yes. So.
No, I don't know why. Sometimes it is okay, and sometimes it works like that. I don't know.
No, I have no idea. I'm not an IT specialist, and to me, a lot of things that happen in IT space is a mystery.
I just know that you can solve this problem with headphones. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very easy solution.
Very easy solution, yeah.
Okay, so yes, Tanya was telling us that she hates rotten food in the fridge, and I me too, and I completely agree with you. I hate any wasting of food, because it comes from our childhood, when parents always try to, to say, food is our treasure, is always so precious. You have to be careful with food, especially in my family, because my father survived the blockade of Leningrad, and in my family, even throwing food on was like a terrible sin. So,
Well, it is in some families still.
What?
It is still the same way in some families. So
Yes, yes. You know, but I get very angry when I see that my son is throwing food just for fun. Bad. It makes me crazy.
yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yes, and I even hit him on the head, you know, like затыльник, but he receives every time when he does that. I'm a terrible.
Yeah, I don't let my son play with food. It makes me
Sometimes
angry.
it's like he sits, we eat, and then all of a sudden he shows his character and he, like, you know, throws it, and then I go, what? And like, that's it, done. And then my husband's like, calm down, calm down. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to innovation, because mothers are mothers and they always are ready to talk about their children. So, of course, I prepared some expressions and idioms and some little vocabulary about innovation when we speak about innovations. And I want you to try to explain me an expression. For example, cutting edge. Understand that. What does it mean? Cutting edge.
It is the name of English book.
I knew you would say that. Okay, okay. One of the answer, yes, there is a whole series. There is a whole series called Cutting Edge, but
yeah, it's not bad.
It has a translation in Russian. It has a meaning. Why?
Cutting edge.
I don't know.
No ideas.
Cutting edge. What is edge? Edge.
It's the end.
Edge. I don't know. It's not the cry. Edge is cry. If you remember, there was a cartoon Shrek, and there was an episode. It was an episode with the donkey, when donkey was ready to do something, and he screamed, "I'm the donkey on the edge! Be careful!" Remember, it was in the end. It was like in final episode when donkey was protecting Shrek. No? Okay.
No.
Okay. It was funny. Okay, cut edge. Cutting, резать, edge, cry. But it's an idiom, okay? It's an expression.
Yeah, it's I checked the dictionary and it told me that it is the newest. The newest, the
most modern.
Modern.
Okay, so for example, we can say that something is cutting edge, and if we call it something is cutting edge, then in this case we say that is it at the forefront of progress in this area. For example, I can say, I don't know, my computer is not cutting edge, okay? My laptop is we say it's a big setback, okay? It's one more vocabulary, one more word, setback, regress.
Setback.
Setback. I will write it down in our dialogue window. Setback. Okay, then how can you explain groundbreaking?
Groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking?
Yes, groundbreaking.
To break the ground. Into pieces.
Okay. Well, groundbreaking is also very progressive, okay? Like very significant, innovative.
Okay. Can you write down all these words in our how you said it, dialogue window?
Chat window, dialogue window, whatever you can call it.
I just like the awareness.
Which one?
Dialogue window. Yeah. It's so English style.
Other? Okay.
It seems to me.
You know, for me, it depends what kind of TV series I'm watching. If I'm watching something in English, like in British English, I start to speak with a British accent. Then, you know,
the same.
if I watch something, yeah, I'm such a monkey. If I watch something like they're super American, then I start like to speak. And so, and it's really funny. And even in Russian, you know, when I speak with people and they have a special feature, I start to copy this.
Yes, me too. The same, absolutely the same thing about me. I copy everyone
Sorry.
to whom I'm talking.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. And also, how do you understand what does it mean to be ahead of its time?
To be ahead of it, I think it's like you can make everything and all this stuff and don't forget about anything. No.
Nope. Oops.
No. Well, it's good try then, a good try, but no, to be ahead of its time. For example,
maybe
someone,
to be the leader.
Someone,
maybe to be a leader. Or...
well, kind of. Well, someone, for example, invented something. Okay.
Okay.
And this invention is so far ahead of its time. It's like it's super modern for present technology. Okay, so it's like super modern. In Russian, I would call it like, ну, как бы быть впереди своего времени. Something like that, right? To be ahead of its time. I'm trying to think about what kind of invention we can call that. This invention is ahead of our time. What we have? iPhone? No, it's now it's not.
Maybe these copters.
Yeah, copters. It's
what's that?
This stuff. It's usually flying in skies and making pictures.
Yeah, you can connect a photo camera on it, video photo camera.
It's not.
And it can make pictures from wherever.
So you're talking about drones, drone.
Yeah.
Drones, copters as well. Why not?
So you think that they're ahead of our time? To me, to be ahead of our time is something like flying skateboards or something like.
I know. Today in the morning, my husband went to market to buy something, and he came home and he said that, Tanya, I saw how one guy, paid for food with his cell phone. And
that's
and I think so. It's crazy. I asked him, where in Перекресток? He said, yes, in Перекресток.
Yes, right now there is such service, and it's not new anyway.
Yeah,
it's not new anymore.
I know that it's not new, but for me it's like, I don't know, it's like space.
Yes, for me it's also a very big innovation. I saw how people do it, but I have no idea how they do it. For me, the most recent thing that I'm using in my life, it's a special bracelet. It's connected to my smartphone. This bracelet measures my pulse. It calculates my calories. It calculates my steps. It shows time, and also it's like iWatch, but it's not iWatch. It's called Me Too Band or something like that. And when my phone is ringing, my watch is vibrating. That's the newest. Actually, it's terrible. When it's vibrating, it's not pleasant. It's like an insect crawling on you, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting feeling. But my problem that I never hear my phone. I always lose it, and husband decided that it will help me to answer the phone.
Okay. So does it help you to answer the phone?
Yes, because I want to get rid of nasty feeling, vibrating on my wrist. So
great, nice. Well, regarding to all that innovation stuff, I sometimes feel myself a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Yeah.
As a dinosaur.
Yeah, because I'm so far away from that. All that stuff. It seems
Sometimes
to
I
me.
feel like a dinosaur when I talk to teenagers. And they
Yeah.
start to tell me what they like to do right now. I was like, what? It's like, at my age, we did different things. I thought I would never say that, but it came finally.
Finally, it happened.
Have you seen this new toys, spinners?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my son has got one already.
But I
That might-
can't understand. I can't understand for what they do with them. Just rolling.
Yeah,
Just rolling on the fingers. Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
And when you ask,
And,
why do you need spinner for? Answers like everybody has. I need one.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. But my son already doesn't do anything with it. I think he lost it somewhere.
Well,
Just
we
the second
bought
day.
it we bought it for my son one. He wanted two. I said no, thank you. I'd rather buy like a pack of raspberry or something, instead of this wonderful toy. But he took it home. He put it under the water. Those little details inside, like the little mechanism that helps to rotate this toy, was заржавел. I don't know the word. I will check it out. Заржаветь, забыла. Rotating. Okay, it stopped rolling, and we were waiting. Yeah, it was corroded. It got rusty. And then my husband came and he put some oil inside of this mechanism, and now it works again. Ta-da!
Great.
Yeah, yay!
So does he really play it?
Not anymore. He played for a few days, like with all other toys, and now it's somewhere. But when he sees that other children play, he says, "Where is my spinner? Where is my spinner?" And excuse me, just.
Yeah. I think my son
and
played with spinner for one day.
No, we played longer. But 2 days ago, I read an article about this wonderful toy where it was said that this kind of thing they were innovated for clients of psychiatric clinic.
Wow.
At the time of war, when there was bombing, these sick people were scared to leave the hospital, and all of a sudden, one of the doctors saw this. I need to find the word, подшипник.
Question 9. 9.
Yeah, bearing, 9, да, 9. Нет. Bearing, it's called bearing. So, and one of the doctors found a bearing and start to rotate this bearing on the finger, and then he saw that the effect that rotating this thing on the finger on the sick people was like calming. Then they gave these bearings to the clients of psychiatric clinic, and they start to roll it on their fingers, and they were calm, and they were able to leave the building. Okay, so basically this thing is for crazy people. Okay, it's not for normal people.
But I've heard a completely other version of how spinner was invented.
Okay.
Was invented by a mom for several kids, and she made it just to for her kids to attract them to something else, and not to her. And she tried to sell it, but and to start
attract kids. What do you mean? What do you mean attract kids?
Attract kids to make them pay attention to it. To make them busy with this toy, for a while at least. So and she tried to make it as a business, but it wasn't a success and some other people just took her idea. They waited till her patent. She patented it or something like that. So they waited till her, this period of her was finished, and so they expired, right? Expired, and so they made it a new one.
And all of a
Just
sudden it was a boom, right? Boom.
yeah, and so they did it that the way that it was a boom. Yeah.
How?
So that's the story I heard.
I like the story with crazy people because this one is very.
Yeah, you know, I like it more. Yeah.
It's very sad. It means like the one unhappy mother who invented this absolutely stupid toy, who could have made, you know, tons of money. Now she has no money, and second.
Yeah, that's a really sad story. Yeah, I agree with that. So I would better think this spinner was made for crazy people.
For crazy people. Okay.
Maybe I should play with it too.
You know, I play with it sometimes. It has anti-stress effect. Roll it when you rotate it. You look at this. But you know, I like the way when it's what's in motion. When it's in motion, it's funny. It's like I like it too. Sometimes I play with it. Maybe I'm an idiot too, so I need it. So, can you tell me what are the most important innovations for you in your daily life?
Most important, I think that cell phones is the most important innovation in everyone's life now.
Yeah, smartphones with all the possibilities to listen to music, to Skype, to chat, to be in touch with everyone, all that stuff. Yeah.
But what about tablets? No, smartphones. It's like a tablet as well. Yes. Yeah, you agree. I agree with you. You know, for me, also one more innovation is Bluetooth headphones. It's wireless headphones. It means that you have no wires around you and you can use it, and it's like it's very, very comfortable. Disadvantages, it doesn't work properly. You know, like I tried to use it for my work, but it didn't work very well. But I use it when I ride my bicycle, for example. I can answer my phone with it. I can listen to the music. I can operate with my telephone from my ear. I don't need to take out my phone and, you know, for example, to turn up the volume or to change the track or to answer the phone. I can push the button on my headphones. For me, it's very innovative thing. You know, some time ago, one friend of mine, she works for Skolkovo. She asked me to do some translation for Skolkovo. You all both heard of Skolkovo, right? It's innovation center.
Yes, of course.
And and I translated about what's called smart houses. I was surprised how far the technology stepped, because
I've got a friend who is working in that stuff.
Who
He's
works
making a friend of mine.
And
he's making and he designs and he like an engineer of such smart houses.
And what is this in these smart houses? What's the main thing?
Everything is operated by the system, not by a person, by a system. You know, that's
but what operating? House cleaning?
No, light, electricity, light, water supply, parking. It's like the whole district is operated by the system. It's amazing. I mean, you have a special card, and this card allows you to do, I don't know, it could be shopping, it could be passport transfer, it could be anything, okay? And it's like, to me, when I look at these pictures of Skolkova, when I translate these slides, you know, in presentations, every time I think, it's like, oh my God, it's like I live in the era of Terminator. Remember when the future?
Yeah.
And you understand the future is here. The future is today. You know, what you thought will be in the future is here already.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. I've been on one like musical in the United States, and it starts from the words like, imagine the human, a man who lived a bit more than 100 years, and so he saw как гражданская война?
Civil war.
Civil war in United States, and after he saw how the man walking on the moon.
Okay. So he witnessed, not saw. He witnessed.
Yes, he witnessed. He witnessed. Yeah, and so it's so crazy, because I think that the most exciting inventions, they've been just last 100 years.
You know, it's funny. I remember that 10 years,
that's true.
Years ago or something like that, I was in Dahab with my friends, just, you know, spending my holidays, and we all carried heavy laptops with us, you know, and we felt like we were so cool, you know, we were so cool with these laptops. And then all of a sudden I saw a girl who had the first iPad, ago, maybe less, and it was like, what is that? How do you operate? It looked like something from the space, seriously. And she said, it's a computer. I was like, how do you use it? She's like, I touch it with the finger. I was like, how? Why it's so small? So to me, it was like a space, something from the space.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you, tell me, have you ever had an innovative idea yourself?
No. Absolutely dumb.
You know, it was very funny. You know, well, Tanya, you will face it, and I hope that everything will be fine in when you deliver your baby. But every mother faces this problem when the baby is born. When the milk comes, breast is in pain. Well, usually, not for all women. Some women are lucky, but I was one of those unlucky women who was in terrible, like, my breast looked like 2 stones. And my friend who had the same problem, she said, I was screaming to my mother, and I said, we have iPads, we have iPhones, but nobody can solve the problem of, you know, with milk coming to a woman, because ways of getting rid of it are so old-fashioned still, you know, still. The best solution is the electric milk pump, and that doesn't work all the time. So I always thought maybe someone can make something for poor women who suffer, you know. But I have no idea how, but I hope that one day there will be the person who will be
Yeah, you know, it's interesting how people invent so many different amazing things, but still they're not able to do something with nature and with natural processes.
Exactly.
You know,
something easy, something simple.
easy. Yeah. So that's very interesting. This phenomena.
Phenomena.
Phenomenal.
Yes. Okay, so no innovation ideas, no innovative ideas.
No.
Look,
Not
but
yet.
you actually work with innovation, right? You organized online school. Actually, this one is also a pretty innovative idea. So, do you know how some other businesses develop innovative ideas and how do they implement it? How do you implement some innovative ideas in your work with puppets or with objects?
No. Well, I don't think that I do something innovative. Well, yeah, of course, we were one of the first online schools in Russia, a language school,
Mm-hmm.
but but we were not the first in international scale, for example,
On international market, I
on
see. But you
international
know,
market.
even to me, even using Hangouts, it's innovation. So
Oh, it's for you.
okay,
Okay.
now I feel like I'm a dinosaur. So Tanya,
Yeah.
do you use innovation in your puppet theater or something like that? Because I remember.
I can't actually that yes, I'm using new innovation, but I can tell that some stuff with sound, with using video, I don't know,
Light effects, right?
yes,
Lights.
lights, projection, video projection projections, but it's not very innovative for now. And I think especially for now in the theater it's like not very cool if you use projections or videos, because it's so it was made 20 years ago. You have to go somewhere far. So but anyway, I think that especially for theater and filming, yes, we all use new innovations, but the most interesting thing in life, and the most interesting thing for me is relationships between people. Because
it's more interesting.
it's touchable, you can understand this. Okay, it could be interesting, then you see, oh, how they made this, how they did this, I don't know, these projections, but it's exciting first 5 minutes.
Okay.
So,
I see. I will give you a few words of innovations of 21st century, okay? And you will tell me which you think is the most important, the most useful, the most controversial innovation. So one of them is escalator. One of them is washing machine. Hearing aids.
washing machine.
Washing machine, of course.
Yeah.
It's much more important than escalator.
Yeah.
TV remote control.
It's nice.
Don't you think it's an amazing innovation as well?
What?
TV remote control. TV remote control.
What is this?
Пульт управления.
TV remote control. Okay. I don't use it.
Laptop.
Laptop is.
Laptop, yeah, it's almost like washing machine.
Yeah.
Nuclear power.
Oh yes, I think it's very important.
It's
Why?
maybe even more important than washing machine.
Yes, I think it's pretty controversial because it has, it's pros and cons, but still. And genetically modified food.
I think it's a very important innovation.
Yes.
Because all the world suffers from hunger. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe it's a good one.
Yeah, I think genetically modified food is one of the very good innovations. I mean, in terms in world, but washing machine, dish washing machine, also.
Also,
these are like my top innovations. I love them dearly.
And how is it called? The duster? Or
Hoover.
the special thing that
Hoover.
you
Пылесосить.
clean? Yes. How is it
Hoover.
called?
Hoover.
Hoover. Hoover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hoover. All this stuff. And multivарка.
Мульти... Как вы говорите по-английски лопата? Лопейта. Мультиварка. No,
Multivарка.
it's multi-cooker, okay? It's multi-cooker.
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 Yeah. Well, yes, and you know the best innovation I'm using right now in my life, it's blender steamer. One side is steamer, the other side is blender. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Tanya, also must have for you as a future mom.
Okay.
Так вот, между делом пару советиков. Okay, so thank you very much for talking about innovations with me. You know, sometimes you pick topic and you think, innovation could be boring, but then no, you know, it could be fun. So
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, thank you very much, Pauline.
thank
It
you
was
very
nice to
much.
talk.
But as I said to Loka, Tanya, I should let you know as well. I'm going to take a holiday for a couple of weeks.
Mhm.
And in this case, our I don't know if our speaking club will be with other teacher or we'll have a holiday as well.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet.
Okay, so
Mhm.
think that.
Okay, but you will be away till the August, right? Till August.
Maybe I will come back early. I will see. The plan was till the end of July. Yes. So August the 1st, I will be back for sure.
So as you said at the beginning, you don't have return tickets.
It doesn't matter. I don't have a return ticket, but I work. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter where I live as long as I have internet.
It's true.
Have internet connection and clients.
But I don't know. Maybe you are going to live without internet. I don't know.
No.
No.
I don't worry. I'm not going to live without internet. Never.
I can't.
I have to feed my children still.
Okay.
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 Thank you very much. It was lovely to see you, to hear you, and see you next time.
Okay.
Me in a few weeks time. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Bye.
Pauline.
Bye. Thank you.
Tanya.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.